Obviously, you've brought the belt with you today, and I think we all understand that's because you believe it's yours. But can you explain to us, I don't think anyone's really appreciated how much it hurt you that the UFC took that interim title off you.
There was a lot of emotional damage. I mean, just more than anything else, coming from Dana's mouth saying that anybody that wears glasses inside deserves to have that happen to them. What the fuck is that? I was wearing prescription glasses, so I wear them all the time because obviously I have a couple of different things with branding. I mean, if you guys like Daft Punk, you obviously understand why they do that. It's just my thing, man, and you know what? People can jock my style as much as they want, but it's my own shit. It's blades and shades all day.
Have you spoken to Dana about those comments? Because it's, like you said, it's pretty harsh. Have you ever even addressed them with him?
Yeah, he kind of joked about it, made another joke about it, but that's where our relationship is kind of distant. I don't really like try to get too close to him. He's not my boss. I work for the company. I mean, literally, I'm not trying to be his best friend. I mean, you know, he's like, what's the quote? He's like, he's talked about Conor. He said, can't you fucking love him? And then he's like, no, we're not best friends. It's wishy-washy. I don't want to fucking be close to anybody that's wishy-washy. I'm not here for that. I'm here to represent myself, represent my country, the United States. I am Mexican, so I'm American with Mexican parts. It's dope, fucking powerful. It works.
So what do you think of Andy Ruiz's knockout win then? Fellow Mexican-American, now heavyweight champion of the world in boxing.
I didn't get to watch it, but I saw the highlights. Dude, props to that guy, man. One of my Kung Fu instructors actually took a picture of him a while ago, and he actually posted it. And literally, man, you can't keep a brown man down. I hate to say it like that, but I mean, anybody can be tan. That's the best part about it. And fucking that vitamin D, huh? And good props to him, man. He kept busy. He took what everybody thought was going to be for granted with Anthony Joshua, right? Mm-hmm. And he went out there. He did his work, dude. Props to him, dude. Seriously, enjoy your victory, live your life, fucking support your family, do everything that you went out there to fight for. That's awesome.
Well, since you've had problems with the company now, and what do you make of Cowboy Cerrone, someone who's actually put the company's gain before his own personal gain? Do you have any opinion on that at all?
No, I really don't think we do. I mean, seriously, I think we all try to live the best lives, and we try to take it one day at a time. Cowboy Cerrone, he's a cowboy. I got raised on 40 acres, bro. I used to ride ATVs, hunting deer before I was 10 years old, and doing this. I don't like to kill animals. I like to do my hunting inside that octagon. So we're two of the same kind of people. I mean, I'm a redneck, dude. You guys don't even understand it. I'm a city slicker, and I'm West Coast savvy, so it's awesome.
Speaking of taking one day at a time, how are you doing personally? Obviously, with those reports about you earlier this year, how are you doing?
You want to answer that, John?
He's doing fucking fine.
Okay.
Exactly. Thank you. Next question.
How many people have asked you that? Oh, like even just fans coming up to you?
John, you want to answer that question?
Everybody's asking. Fuck off and worry about something else.
Exactly. Next question.
Do you appreciate?
There's been a lot of buzz. Were you surprised by how much buzz compared to the main event that your fight with Cowboy got? And do you think it's because of the fight styles, or is it from the backstory for each of you?
No, I think it's because this fight card sucked. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know who's on this card. I don't care anymore. I used to try to pay attention to that and try to get everybody amped up, and it's interesting now, man. It's kind of nice to be a little selfish and to kind of like enjoy this for what it is. And I've earned my right to be here. I don't fucking know how many fights I have already. I've lost track. I have to Wikipedia that shit. But I'm here to do a job, and a lot of people, I like to joke around and put those funny videos out there, but it's what I needed to do to get through a couple of rough times like my surgery. And like I said, man, I'm here to do a job, and it doesn't matter who they put in front of me. I'm going to go out there and do the same thing, which is great.
You're sick of hearing the question, but do you at least appreciate fans showing an interest and showing that they care about what's going on in your life?
I really don't think fans really give a fuck. Honestly, they're just looking for their next episode of fucking the reality TV show. So, I mean, if they really want to do that, buy my fucking book. Straight up, man.
Tony, it seems like you've been enjoying the week, though, man. Like, you've been happy and enjoying being back. Is there a moment where you got to flip a switch and get more intense, maybe not? Because it seems like you're kind of soaking it in right now. Does that have to change at some point before a fight?
Oh, dude, you should feel my punches right now. I'm not even playing. I'm so relaxed right now. My body feels good. My conditioning's on point. I can go run 10 miles right now, no problem, and show up tomorrow and fucking whoop some ass. I've been competing sports for 30 plus years, and I'm still competing with the best of them and actually doing a lot better than most of them. And I try to stay young at heart, and I try to encourage my kid to do the same thing. I'm going to always do that. And anybody who feels inspired and motivated to do the same thing, I mean, literally I get these emails from all over the world, like seriously all over the world, and I try to take the time to read them. And a lot of people are going through some rough times, man. A lot of rough times. So I can feel that, and when I feel that, it makes me want to get up more and like fucking go and run harder and stronger, be better than everybody, and to do that and to be that motivator. But not to forget what's important, which is to take care of my family first.
Tony, if you were to win, when you win, okay. And given that Conor and Khabib are in play, what do you think? How do you think it should play out? What do you think you would deserve? And how do you think it will play out? Are they two separate things?
This is a round-robin tournament. I mean, Khabib and Conor can only run for so long. I mean, they can only dodge me. Listen, they're going to fight a number 10. I mean, come on, man. I've sent everybody else to different weight divisions. I'm fighting at number 5. I'm number 2. Or I forget whatever fucking number I am. I don't care. But I stopped worrying about all that stuff. I really did. I stay consistent with my jokes. I still call, tiramisu fathead, and I still call McNuggets no sauce, bitch, whatever you want to call them. But I'm not going to change my tune anytime soon. They want to dance, I got a tune for them, and we'll make it interesting for the fans. I don't think Conor can handle it, man. I think what he's looking for is that Nate talking shit kind of person, and that was fun for a second. And even with the Floyd Mayweather thing, what happens is he's lost his lackluster. He's lost his luster. When you start holding yourself to a higher grade right here, and you only have one way to go, which is fucking down. Okay, and he's done that. He's hit rock bottom a couple times, and he doesn't know. You can look at his beard; he looks fucking frail. You know what I mean? You're drinking, you're doing drugs, you're doing whatever you have to do. You're living that lifestyle. That's cool. You have your kid; it'll humble you. Trust me. This kid's gonna get older, and he's gonna realize that stress and all that stuff comes into play. But what he's gonna miss is that athleticism. He's gonna find himself getting a dad bod. He's gonna find himself getting a little bit more round, not well-rounded, but round. And he's gonna find himself wanting to get back inside that cage. I see that in him. I saw that in him when I was over at management. I shook his hand. He's an athlete. Now, Khabib's the same kind of way, but they're taking after each other. They're mimicking each other, which is kind of a crazy one. And I've been told the same thing. It's like, you should emulate Conor. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not emulating anybody besides myself. These guys can take notes. They can go play touch ball in the park after I've helped people lose hundreds of pounds in the park. You know what I mean? Like little things like that, man. It just kind of gets to me, but I feel that one day they're gonna look back and they're gonna not feel so good about some of the shit that they've done to try to make this sport the way it is. So that's where you have my guy like Cowboy and myself. That's why we're gonna go out there and we're cleaning this shit up, man. It's like the Old West.
Speaking of the actual,
don't you think that gets rewarded too often, being that way in terms of profile and getting the premium cards?
That's the media's fault. I'm gonna say that's the media's fault. It's how you portray it, and I'm gonna be real with that. I've always said that. I've always said it. It's like, I'm not gonna do anything different. I'm gonna stay consistent. Yeah, I can be an asshole. I can be right here. I'm not gonna be everybody's friend, but I'll shake everybody's hand if they're respectful to me. I'll give you a great interview, and I'll tell you exactly how it is. I shoot from the cuff, and that's how I am. I'm a bartender. I like to serve everybody.
Speaking of the actual fight, Cowboy himself has admitted he's a very slow starter. Before he fought Al, he said he felt terrible making the walk to the octagon. So would a 3-round fight obviously be more beneficial for you?
I haven't fought 3 rounds in a minute. It's been a second, but I've always prepared for a 10. I mean, literally, I'm always there for the next round, overtime, double overtime. In state, I won a high school state championship in double overtime. So if you're not preparing for that double overtime and ready to turn it up before anybody else is, slow start, man. Shit, dude. This is gone in 60 seconds, man. I'm already going 100.
And he's historically not performed very well against southpaws. You're obviously not a conventional southpaw. You do a lot of switching. Have you noticed that and incorporated that into any game plan, the fact that he doesn't do that great against left-handed fighters?
Well, you know more than I do. Just kidding. No, it's going to be a fight, man. I'm not going to talk styles like how it is. I mean, I can go bust out some kung fu or breakdance. I can do whatever I need to do. But I'm a traditional Muay Thai artist. Like, you guys don't really understand how much I train Muay Thai. My coach trains Brandon Vera. And with Brandon Vera, he's got a really traditional Muay Baran type of style. My elbows, I told my coach, I was like, look, I want to learn elbows. He's like, you really want to learn elbows? My coach is like 200 plus pounds. And he says my kick is hard as Brandon Vera's kick. So you try to put that together, and like in my body and my power of my kicks, the pounds per square inch that I can generate within my physique is incredible. I don't think Cowboy's ready for anything. It doesn't have to go on the ground. It can stay standing. We can fight in a tire. We can fight in a phone booth. It doesn't matter where it's going to go. I feel like I'm going to pick them apart with some fast pitches and some change-ups. The Ricky Vaughn fastball.